The NBA just quietly messed with one of the oldest rituals in basketball, the free throw. At Summer League this year, when you get fouled, you do not shoot two. You shoot one, a single shot worth the full value of the trip. It sounds tiny. It is not. It could reshape how the game is played and how long it takes to play. So today, what the rule actually is, who has already tried it, what the league is chasing, and what it truly changes. Let's break it down. Here is the plan. First, exactly how the new rule works because the details matter. Then the league that has quietly run it for years already. Then what the NBA is really hoping it does to the game. And finally, what it actually changes on the floor, the good and the bad. The rule is confirmed and verified. The read on where it goes next is mine. This is Game is Culture. Quick thing first, if you like NBA breakdowns that explain the why behind the rules and not just the highlights, subscribe. Because this one little rule change tells you exactly where the league wants basketball to go, and you will want to be here for it. Start with the rule itself, because the wording is deceptively simple and the details are the whole story. Here it is. Any foul that would normally give you 1, 2, or 3 free throws now gives you a single shot instead, worth that same total. Get fouled shooting a 2, you take 1 free throw worth 2 points. Fouled on a 3, 1 shot worth 3. An and 1 is 1 shot worth 1. And it is all or nothing. Make it, you bank the full value. Miss it, you get nothing at all. So the trip to the line looks completely different. Where a player used to step up, bounce the ball, reset, and shoot twice, now it is 1 shot and the game moves on. The scoreboard can land in the exact same place. The clock and the rhythm do not. But the league left one very smart exception. This only applies for the first 46 minutes. In the last 2 minutes of the fourth quarter and in all of overtime, free throws go right back to normal. 2 shots and everything. That protects the part of the game that lives on fouling. The late comeback, the intentional foul, the frantic finish. So the drama at the very end stays exactly the way you know it. Now the question everyone asks, has anyone actually tried this, or is the NBA just experimenting on us live? They have, and it is not new at all. The NBA's own developmental league, the G League, has used this exact 1 free throw rule since the 2019-20 season. That is 6 years of live testing on real professional players. ESPN reported the experiment all the way back in 2019. So Summer League, played this month in California, Utah, and Las Vegas, is really the rule's audition for the biggest stage of all. So the path is pretty clear. 2019, the G League quietly adopts it and runs it for years with almost no complaints. 2026, it graduates up to Summer League in front of NBA crowds and cameras. And the only question left is whether it takes the last step into real regular season NBA games. That part is not decided yet. So why is the league doing this at all? It really comes down to one word: pace. The stated goal is game flow. Free throws are some of the deadest time in all of basketball. Players milling around, the clock stopped, nothing actually happening. Cut 2 shots down to 1 and you strip a chunk of that dead air out of every single game. Faster pace, fewer stoppages, more continuous action. And yes, if you are feeling cynical, cleaner room for the broadcast and the ads too. And the lever is simple. A normal 2-shot foul is 2 separate trips worth of standing around and stopped clock. Under the new rule, it is 1. You are cutting the free throw stoppages for most of the game roughly in half. Do that across a whole night, dozens of trips, and the saved minutes really start to add up. But here's where it gets interesting, because what this rule changes might not be what you think it changes. Start with scoring, because this is the big myth. The rule is built to be points neutral. 1 shot worth the full value has the same expected payoff as 2 shots at half the value each. That is just the math. So over a season, this does not secretly inflate or deflate scoring. Anyone telling you stars will suddenly average 10 more points a game is missing how it works. What it really changes is variance. It is all or nothing now. A 90% shooter used to be almost guaranteed at least 1 point on a 2-shot trip. Now, 1 time in 10, they walk away with 0. Same expected value, much wilder swings. And there is a fun quirk baked in. For the first time ever, a single made free throw can be worth 3 whole points. The free throw just got dramatic. And the free throw rule is not traveling alone. The NBA is also testing a connected basketball, a ball with a sensor inside it for tracking, and a new penalty for take fouls in the backcourt, 1 shot plus possession, aimed at killing those cheap fast break stops. My read, that take foul rule might quietly change real NBA games more than the free throw one ever does. So does this reach real NBA games? Here is my read. It is already proven in the G League. It is low risk and it clearly fits where the league is heading. Faster, cleaner, and more television friendly. But the careful rollout, Summer League first, the last 2 minutes left untouched, tells you the NBA knows fans are fiercely protective of their traditions. So I lean likely, eventually, but in a careful form, not overnight. So that is the one free throw rule. One shot, the same points, a faster game, borrowed from the G League and auditioning in Las Vegas. Now I want to hear it from you. Does cutting free throws in half make the game better, or are you a purist who wants your 2 shots left completely alone? Drop it below. And we are so close to 1,000 subs, so subscribe to stay up to date.